Hey everyone, so what I'd like to do today is just show you very briefly what we're expecting you to do with your note cards. So as you read and annotate your article, so I have my article over here and I have one on Parkinson's disease and boxing, right? So as I read through this article, I found some things that I liked and I highlighted it. I didn't just highlight. I know that Miss Lord shows you how to highlight, but don't just highlight. Highlight and then make a note on the side. So for example, I found this quote. It says, in relation to PD, which is Parkinson's disease, and related conditions, what is not known is which forms of exercise, physical activity, and movement rehabilitation are most beneficial for each individual across different stages of the disease or progression. I just made a little note over here. Movement is good no matter what. And so I would probably talk about no one really knows which type of exercise, but that's an important thing. Also, I highlighted this. It said it's possible that high-intensity aerobic exercises incorporating boxing could be most beneficial in early to middle stages of disease progression and less appropriate for very many late years or end-stage disease, which sometimes the focus should be on palliative care. So timing plays a role. So these are two facts that I found in my article that I thought were important. So my article, this is article number 1. So in this top corner up here, you're going to be listing which article it is. So the articles all have numbers on them, okay? It's really important that you put the number of the article in the top because this is going to help you whenever you're putting everything together. Then I'm going to take the quote itself. So for me, I'm going to use this one as my example right now. And I'm going to, you have your cards, you're going to be writing, but I'm going to type mine on here. And I'm going to type, it is possible that high intensity aerobic incorporating boxing be most beneficial in the early to middle stages of the disease progression. All right, so I've got that. I've got my quote. Then what you need to do underneath that is either paraphrase it or state why it's important. So for this section, I'm just gonna put my own words. Like, how would I analyze this? Why would I use this piece of information? So for me, I know that timing of the use of exercise plays a role in the benefits for a person with, I'm going to put PD, which is Parkinson's disease. It is more beneficial in the early to middle stages and less at the end. Now, I would probably follow this up with another quote or another paraphrase from something saying why that is. Why is it better in the beginning and the end? What are the benefits for in the beginning rather than the end? But right now, what we're doing is we're just finding all of the things that we think are important in our documents, and we're creating cards with them. So I want to point out the few things that I did on this card today, okay? First thing I did was I made sure that I labeled which article it came from. This is from my article number 1. Then I put the quote directly from the text. It's here. Here is the quote. If yours is several pages long, then you may want to put what page it came from. So for example, this one in my document came from page 7. So I think I'm going to add that. Because whenever I do my citation, I'm going to need to include that. So I'm just putting this on my card for now. And then after I put the direct quote underneath, I put why this was important. Why did I choose this? I could paraphrase it or I could add to it. This is what we're looking for on your note cards.